Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Denise, this is Dear Designs, and today it's going to be like a podcast, but yeah, I haven't done a podcast for 2 weeks. I think it's number 16, but I know you will all forgive me for keep saying that I'm going to call it a podcast, I'm going to call it an update, I'm going to call it this, I'm going to call it that. I think I'm just going to scrap the actual name podcast and just do an update, whether that will be weekly or fortnightly, and I will just do videos as and when because I've not been vlogging at the moment. It's not that I haven't been in the mood or anything, but I just think this might sound really stupid, but we're in lockdown. We're not allowed to leave the house. We're not allowed to go anywhere that's obviously not open, and we are only going out for essentials. But I feel like I have no time. So last week I dyed yarn. I dyed yarn for 2 days because a couple of the skeins did take quite a while to sort of re-dye and then wind up, and so it took a longer process last week to dye some yarn. Then on Friday I had to upload it and put it on live, so yeah, it was a mishmash of stuff. Also I went to Casey's one of the days to look after the kids while she did some work, so it just feels like even though we're not allowed to go anywhere, I just feel like I don't have no time. But also the other thing is I'm getting up later, so the day feels like it's gone already. And I say I'm getting up later, Ian's also here as well. He's starting work from home, if that makes sense. He starts work at home. He doesn't have to go to the yard early in the morning like he used to. He starts from here, so I just feel like the day starts a lot later than it used to. And yeah, it's all just a bit mishmashy and every day seems the same. And yeah, it's like, was it Sunday? Ian was like, oh, it's Monday tomorrow, and I was like, it all feels the same to me, but never mind. I hope everyone is well. I hope everyone is staying safe and as well as can be, basically. I'm sorry I haven't really been around on YouTube for the last, I think it's been a couple of weeks, other than doing my shop update video. There won't be no update this week just because I'm not going to be dyeing any yarn. There is yarn left in the shop, but I'm not going to be dyeing any yarn this week. I thought I would have a little break. I know I've only dyed 2 weeks on the trot, but I'm still very new to dyeing, and I don't have a place that I can just go and dye and then walk away from it. I have to set my kitchen out. I have to make sure that it's all sterile afterwards and sanitized and everything, so there's no dye around, and that does take quite a while. So I'm just going to have a rest this week and not do any dyeing. There's yarn in the shop. There's some double knit in the shop as well if you're interested. So yeah, all the links are down below. I'm on Instagram as Handmade by Dear Designs. I'm on Facebook, but I don't really use it that much. And I find that I'm on my Instagram Dear Designs page more than I'm on my Denise Dear page, especially looking and liking and things like that. So if you are on my Denise Dear and not on my Dear Designs and wonder why I don't like many of your posts, it's probably because I'm just not following you on the other page. So give me a little nudge and say, I follow you here, but you don't follow, or I follow you there, but I don't follow you on the other page. So yeah, how is everyone? Hope everyone is okay. I think I've said that, Denise. Brain. But I just thought I would show you what I've been working on. A few things that have come in. Also something else that I bought as well. And yeah, that's basically it really. And then I'll give you a little sort of life-ish update at the end. But I do want to do more of these just general sit-down videos and have a little chin wag with you, because you know I like a chin wag. So first of all, let's get on with works in progress, because I don't have any whips and I've got quite a few. So first one is my jumper, which, oh my god, I am so happy with so far. I am on the 5th colour, and I've had to take the needles out of the arms, out of the stitches that I'm holding for the arms, because I needed the cables, but then realised I don't really need the cables, and I had to order a different cable anyway. So, but this is it so far. Now this is the Flaxlight by Tin Can Knits. I haven't done the garter ridge on the sleeves, as I didn't want it to be too confusing. I just wanted it to be simple, because I've never done an adult top-down fingering pattern before, and I wanted it to be easy enough that I can actually do the, well, it was supposed to be a fade, but the stripes as well. It's not really a fade anymore. I mucked it up basically. This colour should have been here and this colour should have been here, but I am so pleased with how it's come out. I'm really liking the way that you can actually see the stripes, I suppose. They're about 6 inches in length, depth, whatever. And so I'm on the 5th colour, and I'm going to be doing the rib in this colour as well, because I think it's going to be long enough and I think I'm going to have enough yarn. So this first colourway is Love Hand Dyed in, I did have the ball band, but I don't know what I've done with it. Is it this one? Ah, Plum Bruise. This first colourway, and then these 2 second colourways are yarns that I dyed up myself. It wasn't dyed up specifically for this jumper, so I dyed this one first. I think, no, I dyed this one first, sorry. So this one was dyed up long before, and it was just sitting on my shelf, and then one day I was looking at my shelf and I was like, oh, them colours really go well together. And then I had 4, so I had this one, and then this one, which was from Ava Innie Yarns. It was acceptable in the 80s. And then this one, which is Love Hand Dyed. This might be Plum Bruise. I'm so confused. What is this one? Love Hand Dyed. Ah, okay, I've got it. This one was Purple Hearts, I do apologise, and this one down here is Plum Bruise. So, yeah, they're both, this top one and this bottom one is Love Hand Dyed. This one is Ava Innie Yarns, and then these 2 are yarns that I dyed up. So anyway, I had 4 yarns, and I was like, the transition between this one and this one was too strong. It needed something in between, even though I didn't put it in between. But I'm really, really liking it, and I'm really enjoying working on it. I'm just using Knit Pro Novas and my Knit Pro cable. I'm really enjoying it. I'm really, really enjoying knitting on it. I think it's going to be quite big. So, Jan, when you're watching this in the future, because I know you're a little bit behind on my videos, but that's all okay. This will probably be too big, but I will know for next time. I'm not 100% sure if it will be too big. I did the 3XL size, and yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. It's definitely going to be long enough for what I want, and so I've got, I think, another 8 rows to go for this bottom colour, and then a few rows for the rib, and then onto the sleeves. So really, really, really happy with this. I was sort of dreading it at the beginning, because I didn't know how many rows I should do in each colour, or how many inches, as at first I did it in inches, and then I started counting the actual rows that I did, just to make it a little bit more even. But I'm so pleased with this. Really, I just can't wait to get it off the needles, but I'm really pleased. It's really, really tight in this bag now. I need to get a bigger sort of jumper bag, as this one is just not doing the job at the moment. So I'll put that back later, as I really have to squeeze it in. I don't know, I might even work on it today. The next thing is this, which is the, you can say it, go on. It's a free pattern on Ravelry, and I haven't really got that far on it, to be honest. I'm sort of slacking with it, and I've been doing a couple of rows here and there. I'm on to the next colourway. Oh, damn me, damn. The thing with this, I'm finding as well, is these stitch markers. Oh, it's so annoying. These stitch markers are getting caught on the yarn. So I might have to just pull out some bulb stitch markers or something. These are ones that I got free with a magazine. They're not what I've made. They're just little stars. But they keep getting caught. There's so many pieces that can get caught on the actual yarn. Anyway, so this is as far as I've got. The colours don't really go, but I think once it's sort of round your neck, it's going to be a little bit like my Litmus Cow, a little bit random, a little bit funky, which I'm really looking forward to. I'm on this really bright pink now, so this colour is done, and I'm on the bright pink. These are the yarns from, these are the yarns that I got from Pink Heart Yarns. So a bright pink. The next colourway is going to be this. And then the next colourway is going to be this, because then we go on to like the purpley sort of tones, and this is more of a purple, and like it goes well with the next colour that I've got coming up, so that's why I've decided to do that. I have tried to get the colours, so from now on, I know it doesn't really go from these two colours, but a variegated yarn like this to a more semi-solid to the variegated again, and then the semi-solid. I've tried to do it that as best as I could, so that's how far I got on that, so not that far at all. I'm just going to put everything from my basket over to here. The next thing, which, oh, it is in here, is my socks. So I've got 2 pairs of socks on the go at the moment. I'm going to show you my February socks. So this is a knit along that I'm doing, and it's Year of My Sock 2021, and it's to knit a pair of patterned socks every month. And this is how far I've got on mine. Now this is yarn from, I'm sure I kept the tag, or did I put the tag in? I don't know. Maybe I'll put the tag in my book, which is my sort of scrappy project book. I should have brought it over to show you, but I'll show you in another video. Anyway, I've done a heart motif. And what I've done is I've knitted this very badly, I must admit. I knitted this way, and then when I got to the heel, I just halved the stitches so then I could put the heel in and then just carried on down as normal. This is the first sock. Yes, I'm very, very slow at this one for some reason, but I'm enjoying the colours and it's very, very pretty. I think it was Sweetheart, the colourway. Yeah, I haven't got the... Oh, I have. It is Rose Hill Yarns, and it's called Sweet Treat. I should come more prepared, shouldn't I? So the actual pattern that I'm using, as a few people have asked, is one that I've pulled out of a Simply Knitting magazine from February 2010. So this is 11 years old, and I've got knitting magazines that go back to that. I've got knitting magazines that go back further than that, I think, as well. But it's just this one, and all I've done is used the motif that is on the pattern basically, and just knitted my normal vanilla socks. Now for this knit along, all you have to do is do a very minimal pattern. You can even do plain socks if you really want to, but my plan and goal for this year was to knit some more patterned socks, as I have so many vanilla socks. So that was my sort of little mini goal for this month, really. No, this year. So I've been working on those here and there, and yeah, I've been working on my jumper so much though that I think that has taken up most of the time, and I can't remember where it was the last time you see it, to be honest, but I have knitted quite a bit on it. Now I've got another sock bag. Now if you have followed me on Instagram, and I have mentioned it on here as well, I'm doing a Dancing on Ice knit along as well, and this is my Dancing on Ice socks. This is my own colourway, the Night Train. So it's blue, yellow and white, and this yarn was inspired by a photo that my dad actually took of a train near Battersea, and he did his work on it, his art, and put the moon up and everything. It's a really pretty photo, and I dyed yarn to match that. So yeah, I am knitting these while I'm watching Dancing on Ice, and I will continue to knit these while watching Dancing on Ice. I think I'm going to knit the heel next week. I think I will probably do another couple of rows and then do the heel, and I probably will be able to do the heel while watching the programme, I'm hoping, but we shall see. Really liking the way that they're striping as well. So if you are interested in this colourway in my shop, I think there is one more. I think there's one skein of this left in the shop. It's really coming out lovely, and it's quite, I think this yarn would be quite nice for men's socks. I haven't done these for men, I've just done them, well, I can. It's a 64 on 2.5mm needles. It's just my normal sock recipe, so I could make these men's socks. Ian wouldn't wear socks. I could even give these to my dad, I suppose, because it's a yarn that he has inspired me to dye. But anyway, so that's my Dancing on Ice socks. A little bit more about the knit along. So I am running it on Instagram and on Ravelry, but if you find it easier to post your pictures on Instagram, that's fine, and if you find it easier to post them on Ravelry, that's fine as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put everyone's name that has posted in the Ravelry group and on the hashtag, which is DOI Sockmal 2021. I will leave it written somewhere because that will probably be easier, and I will write everyone's name down, and what I'm going to do is just pull from a hat or a bowl or something. So I will just pull a name out, as I know some people finding it easier on Instagram and some people find it easier on Ravelry. Not that many people are entering my knit alongs at the moment, so that's easier to control for me at the moment. The more people join, then that might get a little bit more complicated, but that is how I'm going to do it at the moment. I've got the time to do it, so that's all good. Just to prove that I have my own cup. Now, if anyone watches Jan lives on Saturday nights, she has exactly the same mug and this is my one. A nice cup of coffee. So the last work in progress is this. Now this is a paid for pattern, so I'm not going to show you the chart or anything, but Mikey's birthday is on the 6th of February and I decided that I was going to knit him a jumper. Casey said that he's going up in clothes, so she's slowly having to buy the next size up, and I thought, well, I could knit him a jumper to keep him nice and warm, and I know he likes dinosaurs, so I have got this pattern from Megan Regan from Bad Wolf Girl Designs. How adorable is that? So it's dinosaurs, and oh, it's just so cute. I will show you the back picture because obviously this is just like a sketch that she's done and then made it into a knitted garment. If you look on her Ravelry, some of her Ravelry designs, oh, they're so nice. There was more of a rough picture here as well, I think. Not sure. In this pattern as well, there's a chart for a hat and a cow. So basically you're getting like 3 for 1. So yeah, this is like a more sort of sketchy drawing that I suppose she's done, and then done the I want to say better, I don't want to say better, but the more bigger one at the back. So yeah, I am slowly working on this. Now I'm just using normal double knit. I'm using some, is it Robin? Robin in orange. I'm using, what is this? New Fashion in grey. I think it's more like graphite or something. I am using Robin in light grey. And this Robin in blue. And I have got one of these, and I've got a ball that I have caked up of that colour. I haven't got that far, but I'll show you how far I have got. And I'm doing colour work. Oh my god. I haven't done colour work very much at all. As you probably know, you probably followed me for a long time. I don't do colour work. I find that I'm not professional enough to do colour work. I'm probably not good enough to do colour work, but I thought I would give it a try. Now, you're not going to really see that much because I've got this much. Lots of stitch markers. So these are stitch markers that were just in I have a stitch marker bag or little thing here, and I was running out of little ones, so then I had to use like some really big ones, but they're fine, they're working for now. This is how much I've got. So I've got sort of the first row done. Now what I've done is I've done the neck in the grey, and then I've done a stripe of the blue, and then the actual colour work I'm going to do the background in the dark grey and the dinosaur and everything in the orange. So really excited. This is my floats. I know people say, here are my floats. Yeah, they're working out really well. And I'm knitting continental. I am knitting with both hands, which is a lot easier than I actually thought it would be. I'm using the orange in my left hand. I am left-handed, but I knit right-handed or English style. I'm a thrower, not a flicker, if that's how it is. Can't remember now. So I hold my yarn normally in my right hand when I'm knitting, and but I think because I can crochet and I know how to hold the yarn for crochet in my left hand, it's very similar. So yeah, that is how far I've got with this. Now the only problem that I've got is that I mucked up. I mucked up 3 times. Number 1, I cast on and the needles were too long, so I couldn't knit in the round, and they were too short to do magic loop. So I was like, damn, I need to order some new needles. I did that, and I actually changed the needle that was on my wrap because that was really long. I didn't need it to be really long, so I changed the cable, sorry, to a shorter cable, which is now fine. And I did the rib magic loop, and I did all the way to the grey magic loop, and then I knitted onto a new cable, onto the shorter cable, The problem is I didn't change my needles. Now normally when you knit you do a rib on a smaller needle and you knit the actual garment on a larger needle. I didn't do that. I completely forgot. But I am knitting a size bigger for Mikey. This is a size 4 to 5. He's going to be 3 in February. But Katie said she wants it bigger. So I said, okay, that's fine. I'll do it bigger. So I have now changed to the larger needles. So I'm hoping that the neck will be quite nice and not snug, but quite nice fitting, because I've done it on a smaller needle instead of it being like big and gapey. So that's what I'm hoping. We'll just have to wait and see. So that is how far I've got on this really funky jumper that needs to be finished by next Saturday. So yeah, wish me luck. I'm gonna carry on with that and see how it goes. I'm just using this bag, which is a bag that I made myself, which I don't think is going to be big enough once I get more going. So the reasons that I have chose these different colours is I didn't have enough in my stash to actually knit the jumper all in one colour and just do the colour work. So I thought, well, I can do it sort of colour management as well. So I'll do all the cuffs in the light grey, I'll knit the jumper in the blue, but then the dinosaur pattern I'll do a background of dark grey and the bright orange to give it a pop. So, and then if getting down to the end of the body in the sleeves I don't have enough, I can maybe stripe something in. I'm just doing a Leslie from Not Quite Enough Yarn because that is just how we roll. So yeah, this bag is not big enough for 5 balls of yarn. And no, it's not going to take 5 balls of yarn, but like I said, I don't think I have enough of the blue to have done the whole thing in the blue. So that is all my works in progress, which I'm really pleased about, but some days I do feel a little overwhelmed, and I knew that I had to get, I've had this pattern for about 2 weeks now, and I knew that I needed to get it started. I knew that Mikey's birthday was coming up and so on and so forth, and I knew that I had to get a wriggle on basically. I wanted to get my jumper off the needles, but I don't think that's going to happen. So I was like, right, I have to bite the bullet, and I cast that on last night. So yeah, I've done that. It's now done. It's on the needles. The wrap can take a little bit of a back burner. I can just do a couple of rows here and there. My Dancing on Ice socks I work on once a week, so it's not too bad. It's not like I've got all these projects that I need to get working on. I'm just gonna reset the camera because it will cut me off in a minute otherwise. So talking about Dancing on Ice, there will be a giveaway at the end. So we're doing a knit along and then the giveaway. Like I said, I will be picking a name out of a hat. The lovely Lynn from Pink Heart Yarns has sent a giveaway prize, which is absolutely beautiful. So, sorry for the crinkling. Don't want to take it out of the packet because I want to keep it nice and fresh for the person that's going to receive it. So it is this beautiful sock yarn. It's 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, hand wash cool, all the usual. But it's this lovely pink and yellow goldy tones. Oh, it is just so beautiful. There's a lovely little stitch marker in there as well. Also, she sent a little mini to go with, and this comes with a little bag of tea, which is Pucker Organic. Love it. It's chamomile and lavender, and then this really nice little sticker which can be ready for next year. So this little Christmas snow globe which has got a owl inside, which is really, really cute. Another stitch marker, another little stitch marker, like a little bell. I have one of these, have a few of these from my advent calendar. So Lynn was the lovely lady that sent me the advent calendar that I'm knitting the wrap with. So these will be going to one side, ready for the giveaway winner. And then Ian at Christmas bought me a little set. I see it on Instagram and it's noodle soup yarns, and I was just like, oh, I don't know. And then I said to Ian, like, because I was sat here on my tablet and I was just like, oh my god. And he was like, what's the matter? And I was like, oh no, I just seen like yarn that's cheaper than I thought it would be. And for me personally, it was cheaper than I thought it would be. And he said, well, what is it then? Explained what it was. This was before Christmas. And he said, well, I'll get you that for Christmas then. I was like, no, I don't expect that, blah, blah, blah. He was like, no, I'll get you it for Christmas. So I've taken the tea and the coffee out, but there was five little sachets of tea and 5 little sachets of coffee, and this came last week. We're having such a bad problem with our post at the moment. It is just so far behind, but this is a little set from Noodle Soup Yarns, and it is so beautiful. So there's 40 5-gram minis in here. I don't want to tip them all out, but there's 40 5-gram minis, and I opted for the 100-gram skein of yarn. So this is the 100 gram. It's really lovely, like a denim, like a dark denim blue on sturdy sock. 75.25. I don't think she's actually give the colour a name, but it just reminds me of like denim, and it is really, really nice. And then inside, which I'm going to attempt to hold the box up because I'm not pulling them all out, is all of these little gumballs. Some of them are so pretty. So they're all 5-gram. What I'm going to do with this, I don't know, but there's a lot of sparkly ones. There's a lot of non-sparkly ones. There is so many in here. Oh, obviously there's 40, but I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet. It's going to be something that's just going to sit there and stare at me for a while. I do want to try and use everything together. So I was thinking maybe another cow, like a litmus cow or something like that, because to be honest, if I was vlogging at the moment and going out quite a lot, every time I do go out, I'm using my litmus cow every single time. It's just so snug and cozy that I'm really enjoying wearing it. And I think next time I might add a few more stitches to make it a little bit wider, maybe just 10 or 20 stitches, just to make it a bit wider so I can pull it up, like up to my ears a little bit more. So yeah, that is that, and it's so pretty and presented so lovely. So thank you, Charlie. She probably don't watch my channel, but hey ho. So yeah, that is so pretty. The teas were in there as well, the coffees. It was Twinings teas and is it Benny's coffees. I've had one which was the mint chocolate coffee. It was okay. I have bought Benny's chocolates, Benny's coffees before. I bought an Irish coffee one and a caramel, and oh my god, they're so sweet. They are very, very sweet. You don't need sugar with them, and for me personally, it was a little bit sickly. The chocolate mint one was really, really nice. I think I've got an orange one, a hazelnut one left. What other ones are there? I'm trying to think. I can't think off the top of my head, but anyway, that was that. And then I don't know whether I've actually mentioned this on the channel or not. I can't remember, but I'm sure they won't mind me saying that for Christmas, my mum and dad gave me and my sister £1,000, which was the biggest shock ever. And they said we can buy whatever we want with it. We can buy anything we want. there was no you can't buy this, and we could literally buy whatever we wanted. So I've bought 2 pairs of Converse shoes with some of my money. I've bought a white pair and a black pair, so the black pair to replace the ones that I'm wearing now, and then the white pair for the summer. I've also bought a bag. I've bought some storage bits and pieces, like for the house, and like little baskets I bought. And then I thought, well, I was looking on Amazon, my favourite place, and I saw this. So this is a Knit Pro case. It was only, I think, £10, and I have interchangeable circular needles, as you all know, and I saw this and I just thought that is such a brilliant idea. So it is a case that opens like this, so you can store all of your needles. Obviously some of mine are being used. I've got the jumper, I've got the wrap, and I've got Mikey's jumper, and then there's this centre section, so you've got 2 of those exactly the same, and then you've got this centre section which you can hold your cables. And I also ordered this little, I have got some of these and I have got more than one of these, but I see it and I was like, well, that will go pretty well in here. I've got an owl one that is quite big. It was from a knitting magazine, but it was £2. So I got this, which is a needle size thingy me bob. And so yeah, the needles and stoppers and everything, not needles, the cables, just all fit in here nicely. And I thought, well, that goes nice in there. And I can keep it all together, because with the Knit Pro Symphonies, I'm finding that the, I don't know if you can see, the actual numbers and the letters or the size rubs off after a while, so which is a bit of a pain, but I thought if I keep that in there, I know where it is, I can size up my needles, and then I'm done. So, and I thought if I buy any more needles over the next few years, I know that I can just put them in here, they'll be safe, and they're all in the same place. Now, I've got non-interchangeable needles that are in a bag, and that is in a little bag that I made that was off of the sleeve of my granddad's shirt. So I made that, and all my non-interchangeables are in that, and I thought that was okay for that, because they did have the same, but so pockets that way, so you can put your non-interchangeable circular needles in. And I was like, no, I really don't need that, I just need this one to keep everything safe. These were actually in a plastic case that came with the needle set that I got for my birthday. My sister bought it for me a few years ago now, which was just a beginner Knit Pro interchangeable set that I was after, the Symphony one. But I thought this was a lot nicer, and it's got flowers on it. They did this colour and blue, but I preferred the red. I don't know why. The blue was nice, but I preferred the red. So, what else have I got to say? Not a lot, really. We're in lockdown, as you probably all know, but things just seem to not be changing that much. I don't know, the road is still really bad, traffic is everywhere, Facebook's usual, traffic here, traffic there, accident here, accident there. We had a little bit of snow the other day, and anyone would think the world was ending, literally. But yeah, it's just all a little bit crazy. Also, I just wanted to do a little plug, really, for Casey. She has she has a TikTok channel. I don't know whether you watch TikTok or anything like that, but she also has got Instagram as well. So she's part of the Crafters Box, or she is the Crafters Box, and she was doing resin and things like that. Now she's moved on to like stickers and personalising bits and pieces, a little bit like this. Now this one she made for me for Christmas 3 or 4 years ago. Her and Chloe had a Cricut machine, and they or Casey designed this for me, which I absolutely love. But she has bought her own Cricut machine, and she's designing pillowcases and things. So she has made Ian this one. So this is a Mark IV Golf, which the car Ian has, and it's Ian's gaming spot, which, so this is just she's selling the covers and personalising the cushion covers with stickers or whatever this is. And I think, yeah, she's doing really well. So I just was gonna say, if you was after anything personalised like that for your craft room or your home at all, then please go check her Instagram out and her Etsy store. I believe her Etsy store is linked down below. She has also started another little company, like a little sister company, called Olive and Joe. So I don't know if anyone has seen it or not. I have shared it on my Instagram, but it's for personalised baby clothes. Now she has personalised t-shirts and baby grows at the moment. She's trying to start off doing baby and toddler clothes, and she's doing like a Valentine's range at the moment. And the boys were here yesterday and we did a little photo shoot, and yeah, go and check out Olive and Joe on Instagram as well. Really, really cute. I'll try and to remember leave the links and whatever. But my nan and granddad were Olive and Joe, so it's really, really lovely that she has used that name, and she has got a few orders already, so I'm really, really proud of her, and it's going really, really well. So if any of you are interested, I don't know, but just go and check her out. She's not been on YouTube that much, but she is doing sort of things behind the scenes. She's on Instagram quite a lot, she's on TikTok quite a lot, so she's doing sort of that sort of side of social media instead of videos and bits and pieces on YouTube. But she's still cracking on with things and trying to do her little business, which is keeping her busy. So yeah, that's all good. Anyway, I think I've rattled off enough today. I was going to do a little vlog today, but I think a podcast is probably enough for you to sit through. Or a video, an update, not a podcast, an update. A little sit down and chin wag. But yeah, Ian's at work as usual. My car was in the garage yesterday, £100 later. I went downstairs to a complete flat tyre, so I went to the garage and said, can you check the tyre? Checked it, and he went, you've got a nail in that back one, you've got a slit in the other back one, and that front one's leaking. So I needed to get a new tyre, and I needed 2 punches done. And Ian's car was actually in the garage at the same time. He wanted me to drop something to him, and he had a puncture as well. So yeah, it was all go yesterday. But yeah, so it's all a bit crazy. My car is then going in the garage tomorrow. Not the car garage, but the actual garage, the storage garage, because my turbo has gone. So Ian and Ian and one of his friends are going to be taking my turbo off to then be sent off to get refurbished, because a new turbo is like £1,200. I'm not paying that. To get it refurbished and basically like new, it's going to be £240. So they'll come and collect it. They're up north somewhere, Nottingham I think. They'll come and collect it, they'll get it refurbished and then get it back to me, and then Ian and his friend, hopefully, fingers crossed, can get it back fitted and my car will work. So fingers crossed, that will make my car not go into limp mode anymore, not play up anymore, and work as I want it. We was looking, or I was saying to Ian, should we just get a new car, as there's so many problems with it? And he was like, well no, because we'll pay thousands of pounds for a new car, you don't actually really know what's wrong with it, so you might be in the same boat 3 or 4 months down the line. I was like, true. With my car, we know what's wrong with it, so we can get that one problem fixed. But anyway, I've rambled on even more. I apologise. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and there will be more videos. Don't worry, I will come back and I will do more videos and ramble on to you. Thank you for your comments. I know I haven't really replied to any, but thank you so much for your comments. I'm going to get back into the swing of replying, and I do heart every single one. If I have missed one or two, I'm really, really sorry, but I do read every single notification that comes through my phone for comments and everything. But I'm just terrible at replying, I think, so I'm sorry. But I'm going to get back into the swing of things. I think doing this video today is going to help me get back into a routine of doing videos and getting on with things, and yeah, I just need to get back into that sort of routine. I'm really not ready to start daily vlogging again, just because I don't do anything. I literally don't do anything, and anything that I do is pretty boring, or I'm just pop into the shop to pick up something, or I have been to Ian's mum's to sort out the telly when it broke down and things, and I know we shouldn't be mixing households and that, but we're keeping safe and we're not really going anywhere, any of us, to pick up the virus or whatever. Ian's still working, but he's working alone. He doesn't work with anyone. He goes out on track, obviously not on the actual track, but like on the sidings or whatever, to see what needs to be done. He drops stuff off to people. He's got a flat back van, so they take the stuff off and then go on and do their day's work. And so he doesn't see anyone close up during the day, and we're all trying to be like that. So we're all trying to keep as safe as we can. So yeah, I don't know, it's just vlogging, I think, will be quite boring at the moment because we're not really doing anything exciting. Hopefully in the summer, or when the weather warms up a little bit, I don't know, I might go and sit outside. I really don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. I'm definitely gonna go. I'm gonna stop rambling. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.